but they always got these light ass
Oh
colors on
shit.
certain. What? Oh,
Oh man, welcome back to another episode of the Flagrant Two with X and Lou, your two favorite basketball podcasting duo. We are back, man. Happy New Year to everybody. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be tuned to all of our newest episodes. Happy New Year 2026. We are here. We-
you're gonna do the same thing with me one day,
yeah. One day
bro.
we'll catch it. We'll catch it. But yeah, man. Yeah, happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, Feliz Navidad, all
Yeah,
that
man.
good
All
stuff.
that good stuff. I know we was on break for a good 2 weeks, but we are back live. You know, we need a break too. You know, we need a little vacation.
It's holidays.
Yeah, it's holidays
It's
time, man.
holidays. New Year's, new things.
Yeah, thanks. Um, let's just rip the band-aid off. Trey Young to the Washington Wizards.
I mean,
Trey
they just
Young
salary.
to
They
the
just really
Washington Wizards,
just
man.
salary dumped. You know, a guy who's supposed to be one of the superstars in the league. At least who was ascending to that until you all the injuries and everything. You know, he had so much moments that was putting him to that level in the playoffs with that fantastic run, and just after that, it just everything went downhill from there.
Not facts.
And I just think it's a case of just the organization moving too fast for him, right? And then him getting that success, and that I think that went to his head too as well. And I just think a player like him, just somebody like him, is just someone who becomes real arrogant, who just wants what he wants, gotta make it do what it do, and it's just like Trey. He had fantastic moments, like against the Knicks. That was one of the moments. It was just like, oh man, it just he's a beloved Atlanta Hawks player at the end of the day. But for them just to salary dump him for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert, just move on. Like
That was a bad salary dump.
Yeah, but it's just like at the end of the day, I just know with the front office and with him, that relationship was all the way fractured to the point where it's like
you have to go.
Yeah, I just want to get
fresh start.
I just want to get rid of you, and really nobody really wants you high key. Nobody wants to give away a lot of stuff for you.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just want to get rid of you so I can pick up somebody in CJ McCollum whose contract is expiring.
I mean, he's
really
the best
gotta
event.
deal with it, and he still comes in and gives you not exactly what Trey Young does, but he gives you that timely shot making. Like you said, he's a vet, so he understands the flow of the game, and he just know where to be, what to do out there. Where he ain't got to be heliocentric and taken away from the rest of everybody.
I also, the Atlanta was doing really good with Trey Young injured, and then when he came back from his injury, then kind of like the little. I don't want to say a holdout. It wasn't a holdout, but I'm not wasting your trade value by playing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep you on the bench. Cause I mean, when he got the news, I gotta find a clip. When he got the news,
he was gone.
He was gone.
Got up and gone.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, it's tough. It's tough as a player because I mean, reports are that's where he wanted to go. But we all know that's not where he wanted to go.
Yeah, that's just the only place.
The initial reports that came out, he had asked to go to Houston or Miami, which both of those spots. I mean, given what Washington had given up to acquire Trey, I think that Miami could have fostered a similar package of 2 vet players and maybe a couple of picks, couple of assets. Houston is the more trickier trade,
yeah,
because they don't have real assets to kind of give, because you're giving up. Let's say we give up 2 bench players, like Washington did. Well, technically CJ was starting, but
Yeah.
he's a bench player. On a contending team, he will be a bench player.
Yeah.
Um, Houston giving up those 2 bench players for Trey with no reassurance on when you're going to get Van Vliet back, that's tough. That's a tough ask. They're already, short. They're already shortened. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's tough. But I do understand Washington as well, because Washington has a ton of money in cap, or they're going to have a ton of money in cap. They have a really young team that you could kind of build around. And on top of that, they still have a lot of their assets. They still have a lot of their picks. I think this year's pick is top 8 protected, because we own the Knicks own their pick. It's top 8 protected. As long as it's not in the top 8, we get their pick. If it's in the top 8, they get to keep their pick. So, I mean, there are a lot of rebound team. If I'm Washington, I'm not playing Trey, because Trey does put you at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Trey is gonna get them deep into the playoffs, not with what they have constructed right now. But if they want to stay in the lottery, I wouldn't. There'll be a lot of rest days for Trey. A lot of hey, man.
Nah, that's the
know?
whole fact. I think for Washington, it's a good trade, because it's just like, we could pick up Trey, we could see how he moves with him, and like you said, we still gonna have them rest days. We still want to be bad,
Yeah,
because we still want to get a good ad set. But at the end of the day, we want to see what you look like with this team. See how you can form in with this team, because now we have a team of people who have some athletes around you who could defend, who could do the things that you aren't highly touted for. And as long as you could get them in their positions and allow them to score, and hopefully build like a fantastic relationship with Alex Sarr and get him into real form.
Oh wait, I found it.
Oh, Lord.
I found it.
But to get him in real form and just work well with these guys, it'll be fantastic. Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, man, I had a time. I had a time, man. Atlanta's been good, man. Atlanta's been good. I'm gonna holler at y'all though. Y'all keep it real, fellas. All right. Hey, man, if y'all ever in the DC area,
you know where I'm at.
Nah, bro, that's crazy.
You know what's the thing? The funny part about this is those people in the stands just see him leaving, and they don't even know what literally just happened. They just see him leaving, and they're like, "Oh wait, this is the last time I just saw Trey Young."
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, because you're gonna have that one. You gonna have that one person in the crowd like, "Oh, all right." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But everybody else is oblivious. Like, why?
Exactly.
First
Like you even see the guy who was seeing him walking off, the older white gentleman right there.
Yeah.
He was sitting here like, what? It's just like, yo, he's out of here. He's really out of here this time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, it's just gonna see what goes on. I think both teams, they got what they wanted. You know, you're gonna get to see what Jalen Johnson, how he could develop into the player that everybody thinks Paolo Banchero is supposed to be. But you know,
but I mean, Atlanta has a nice young team.
Yeah.
And I get the move up. Trey needed to trade a change of scenery.
Yeah.
I would have hoped he would have went to somewhere like maybe Minnesota, who could use a point guard.
It's just the fact that high key, it's just like even with the whole job situation, it's just like the fact that these players have to get paid a lot of money.
And with the new
and it's just exactly
with the second apron
for a player who
really tough.
Yeah, for these players who haven't been available to play.
Yeah.
You're telling me you play one side of the basketball in this day and era. If you do that, you know how great you got to be. So now if you out there and you're not playing well, you're bringing us nothing. If you're not even available to play, you're bringing us nothing. But guess what I'm doing? I'm giving you like 30% of my salary.
Yeah.
So it's just a real tough thing to do. So it's just like with this, like you said, with this new CBA, it's different. And I really think it's gonna be a wake up call for a lot of these players. That like I understand wanting to get the max money that you can get,
But
but you also got to make yourself available to be placed in a different situation as
Mhm.
well. Because when you get a lot of money, like this is like if he had a less contract and it's like go get your money, I'm not mad at it. But if he
Mhm.
had a lesser contract, you could have made stuff move to go ahead and get on a team like Minnesota.
Yeah, well,
It,
the thing also is, I think that from a leverage standpoint for Trey, the fact that he has a player option next year,
mhm,
him being able to delegate which team he gets to go to. So, say if he would have went to
yeah.
Minnesota, even I mean, he's coming off that contract. He doesn't have to pick up that player option. I
Hmm.
mean, that player option I think is like 42 mil. Doesn't have to pick up that player option. They can still be in a championship window. You know that going to Minnesota,
Yeah.
you're not number one. You
But
arguably may not even be number two,
mhm.
but you're there to win a championship.
Yeah, but also this is where it goes into it. At the end of the day, you got your agent you gotta pay, you got your house you gotta pay, you got your family you gotta take care of, you got all of this stuff. Ain't no player giving up no 42 mil to be like, you know what, I'll take 20 mil this season because I just want to win.
I mean, but there
Who's
are.
gonna deny that player contract and be like, I just
I
want to
mean,
win?
honestly, it just depends on the type of player. I'm not saying that Trey isn't or is like that, but it also depends on the type of player that player is.
It
If
is,
that
but the
player
only player who ever did that so far
is Jalen,
is
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson, and that's it. And you thinking like, all right, cool, he's gonna set the tone for other players to possibly
But
think
they're
like,
gonna
yo, let
have
me
to.
do that,
You know
and
who I
that's a
think?
fact.
You
I
know who I
know.
think is next? OKC.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
OKC. One of those big 3, 4 in that nucleus.
it's
They're
gonna have
they're
to.
gonna have to take that pay cut.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Shea is your star. I think Chet is up next, and you still got didn't they re up on Jalen?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like you got Chet is next.
Mm-hmm.
Chet
I
is
think
going to
he
have to
signed
be the
Chet, did
one
he? I think he signed early.
who Chet.
Yeah. I swear he signed. I don't know. Go
Well, I
ahead.
know, I know.
But I know what you're saying. Like
Yeah,
somebody's gonna have to
somebody's going to have to
at
take
the end
that.
of the
Yeah,
day.
somebody's going to have to take that hit to keep the
Cause
continue the nucleus because we know what we want.
because at the end of the day, too, in basketball, I know they talking about the big three era is over,
It's not over.
but yeah,
It
it's
is
not.
over, but it's
It's
not
over
over.
like the superstar big three era
Yeah,
where
you're gonna
everybody could
have to have.
make
It's gonna be a big
everybody could
two
make.
with a third that's going to be a tweener.
Yeah, but it's just like they finished that big three era where you could have a Wade, Braun, and Bosh
No,
who's
you yeah,
making these
that's done.
superstar
Yeah,
contracts.
that's done.
So it's just like these players got to realize and see, like, you know what, really, I understand
Mm-hmm.
that I do want to make this money, but you know what really makes me a lot more money?
Is winning championships and getting endorsements.
Bro, that's what makes you a lot more money. And it's just like, cool, I can give up this 10 mil because I know
I'm gonna make it back.
I'm going to make it back. And it's not guaranteed you're going to make it back. That's the tough part.
It
But it's
depends on
just
who you
like,
are. It also depends on who you are. A star like
yeah.
Trey is going to make it back on the back end. If I take a 15 million,
I don't think Trey, I don't care what anybody say. Trey is not a marketable person to me.
but he's being marketed by Adidas.
Trey's not even on Adidas anymore. That's how you know he's not marketable.
Well, he's not on Adidas anymore because
That's
why?
how you know he's not
He's a free
marketable
agent.
because you just said Adidas. No,
Well,
he's not a
he's
free agent. He's signed with Jordan.
Well, I'm saying he was a free agent.
No, he signed with
Yeah,
Jordan.
he signed with Jordan because he was a free agent. What
No,
I'm saying
no,
is
no.
he's
What
still
I'm
marketable
saying
because
is
he can't. If he wasn't marketable, he wouldn't have got signed by another sneaker. He would have been in China with
no,
Dwayne Wade's sneaker
no.
company.
You know why? You know why? You know why he signed with them? Because Jordan is hanging on by his narrow slim when it comes to
the sneaker market.
Exactly. So they gotta
That's only
get their
they
hands on.
They can't make a good looking sneaker.
Not
You
at
know what's
all.
crazy? Nike. I promise you, certain Nike stores have the best Nike sneakers. Adidas is popping. They're up and coming. Puma, I think, is next, and New Balance is just I don't know
It's
what
New
New Balance
Balance.
is doing.
Yeah.
They just plain like Kawhi.
Yeah.
But you look at like Josh sneakers, I think is probably the best design
Yeah.
sneakers.
In a while.
And it's crazy because
He's the one who's he's the one who's going through the
you know what I'm
worst. Like
saying?
you're gonna be like,
It's
damn.
crazy, but no, I don't like any of Jordan's, and that's the craziest part. It's like you have a storied history with your sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 11s, the 7s, such a storied history up until like probably like 18, I would say 17 or 18. So why can't we live off of those stories? Or instead of coming out with new like sneakers, like those ugly ones that Tatum has, how about we come out with custom colorways or mock-up variations of the Jordans that are popular right now? Because I feel like those are sell. You look at, we always talk about the all-star jerseys.
Yeah.
And how I want us to go back to wearing
the
but
regular
you saying,
teams.
and that's our argument, that you saying, look, it's the money.
Mhm.
Why would I sell one jersey when I could sell two? Why would I sell one jersey and just put a patch on it when I could sell two jerseys and still have that same patch on it? That's the argument. So you could do the same thing with the Jordans. Yeah, we still gonna release the retros. The retros are still gonna be limited releases, and people are gonna have to do all of that stuff. But what if I come up with some Tatum threes, some custom Tatum threes, and they look a little bit different than the Jordan threes, and they're in custom colorways.
Yeah.
People are gonna buy them because I love the threes. They look a little bit different. They may look like the Kobe's a little bit with the, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Jordan still don't even have a good track record with that. Let's because they've been putting together Jordan's ones and threes,
with the
they've been putting
was fire.
They've even been combining like the number of Jordans together, and they still don't make them look good. Like I don't know, Jordan just like legit just have not had great designs in so long.
Jordan needs to get with whoever designed Josh sneakers, sit with them,
bro, and figure it
out,
out,
bro.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think Trey is marketable. I've never seen a Trey commercial.
I don't think I've seen a Trey commercial either.
And if he was in a commercial, it probably was the NBA Cup commercial.
I don't think you know what? No, I did see him in the commercial, but I think it was just Atlanta based.
Oh, see, that's
so it's not a
exactly. Then we gotta think about people like Anthony Edwards. He's marketable. So it's just like it's just
they're all in,
and it's like I don't know.
You know what I will say is, because there are other players that really not that marketable either. I mean, Wemby.
Yeah, and
Wemby is gonna get
this is what
right now. Wemby's not marketable.
This is what I was gonna get to as well with this situation, right? Like people losing money on the back end to make money on
the front end.
Yeah, losing money on the front end to make money on the back end.
Yeah.
OKC is one of the rare teams that actually put themselves in a position, even though they signed their contracts right now to get their money.
Yeah.
We know Shea is the aura god.
Yeah.
He's got his commercials.
And he didn't take the max.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't take the super max. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He took the max, he didn't take the super max.
But listen to this. I've seen a commercial with Shea in it. And guess who I've seen a commercial with?
Chet and Jalen.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
He's bringing them in on this as well. So it's just like legit. If you have a nucleus like this
Jalen
is what
Brunson.
you could. Yeah,
bro, his buddy's into Mikal, and he even had a old boy in it, and he's no longer on the team.
Who? What?
Dante. Remember they had
okay.
They had the commercial and everything, and it was like
we're
still friends. And
yeah, and it's just like legit. You still could go ahead and make money on the back end.
Yeah,
but it's just literally it's tough. It's just you got to find the right situation. I think like OKC is one of the teams that's a right situation, and even if you're not in a right situation, you could put yourself in a situation like I said with Trey. If he just be like, "Yo, look, I'm not gonna pick up my $40 million, but I need this contract. You know what I mean? You can even give me a 1-for-1. I'm gonna play it with y'all.
Yeah.
And we can figure it out. You know what I mean? But it's just legit like he just not marketable enough where it's like, let me not take this 40 mil and I can make the 20 mil my own. No, you can't make 20 mil your own because nobody wants to see you.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see you.
Well, what I will say is that's also why I wouldn't go to a. That's why I also wouldn't have wanted to go to Washington.
No, because ain't nothing going on.
Because now you're the star player there. You're automatically the star player.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas my argument would have been to go to Minnesota or to a Miami, where you're not the star. You're a star, but you're not the star player.
Even if you're not that, Anthony Edwards would have helped boost you up to a certain level where you're
or
seeing.
Bam would have boosted you up in Miami or KD. He gets his from his sneaker, but he's not really in the commercials and stuff like that.
Not,
but you would have had Sangoon, you would have had other guys that you wouldn't even need the real commercial stuff. You would have had it on the back end because of jersey sales, because of merchandising and everything, because that's how also players get their money as well. I mean, as many commercials as we may see LeBron in, a lot of his money comes from merchandising.
Yeah.
You know, Luka, we never see commercials with Luka, really.
Yeah.
But where does Luka get his extra bread from?
Yeah.
Merchandising and
I ain't gonna lie, them overseas people, I don't even think they care about money. They care about money,
but not like them.
Yeah, they don't want to be in the front of the camera every day, man. They good on that. But yeah, Trae Young, that situation different.
I'm not mad at the Washington trade. And the
only
reason why is because I do feel like, again, both of them needed both franchise
I think it worked
player
well
needed,
for both of them.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like we were saying, they have a lot of cap. I think they have a really good young team. They just have to learn how to win. I think Trae is going to instill a little bit of feistiness that he had in Atlanta into that team. I hope that whatever attitude or whatever disgrunts that he may have had in Atlanta doesn't transfer over to DC. And he uses this as a clean, fresh start. Because this is not the same organization. You may be disgruntled with your organization because you feel like they didn't build around you. You felt like they didn't do everything they could to capitalize on y'all window. Because they did have a window.
Yeah.
Whether it be short or long, they had a small window. They didn't capitalize on it. They traded away guys that you felt you're most comfortable with on a court.
Yeah.
And what's his face? Dude that they traded to the Jazz. What's his name?
Oh.
The
Hawks?
Yeah, he was on the Hawks. They traded him to the Jazz. I forget his. Yeah, he's forgettable.
You know
who I'm talking about, though.
The light skinned dude.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, though. But that was his man.
He's on the Clippers now.
Yeah, that was his man. You know what I'm saying? So,
but he ain't nobody. John Collins.
Yeah, John Collins. But what I'm saying is that was his man. You know what I'm saying? You're trading away my man. You're trading away but you're not trading them away
and
to
get something better.
You're not making this team any better. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting the guys around me that I need around me to make this better. I can't steer this shit myself.
It's just like you just getting rid of my people just to make a point.
Yeah, you know. So I understand Trae's stance, but I also understand the organization because as much as we're pro player, we're also pro business. And if I want my business to be run well, I need the people that I'm employing to do their part and be professional about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword either way you put it. But much luck to Trae in DC. DC, much luck with Trae.
Definitely.
And Atlanta, man, y'all got a really nice young team, man. I hope y'all.
We shall see. We shall see how they turn out.
Yeah, facts. In other news, let's get to Ja. Memphis is finally ready to engage in trade talks.
Yeah,
they should have been finally ready to engage in these trade talks like a season ago.
Yeah, once they got rid of what's his face, Tour should have been gone.
Yeah, it's
T-Rex arm. So you know what I'm
Bane?
talking about. Bane, yeah.
Honestly, I would say, like, in my argument, I would have said 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I would have kept Bane. If anything, I understand
No,
the Bane
that's a
trade,
fact.
but
But
I
I'm
would
just
have
saying
said,
at that
and
point,
when Dylan left, Ja would have left too.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
change
it's
the
and it's
locker
no
room.
slight on Ja. I think Ja is a great talent in the NBA, but that organization needs a
Yeah, that's
big
what
fresh
I was
start.
just finished saying. Just change the locker room.
But
Like
yeah,
you need to start with
needs to
changing
go
that
too.
locker room. If
I
you
would-
would have got rid of Dylan and then him, yeah,
Yeah,
locker
it would have.
room could have
Yeah,
been
it would have been way
dissipated
better.
a little
And I
better.
think Bane having Bane there, and yeah, what I will say is because I had gotten to a discussion with Troy. Shout out our brother Trey way better. He was saying that arguably, well, Leslie, shout out Leslie to EG, big EG in the building. Because he wants him in Miami.
Who?
Troy. He wants
What,
John Miami.
Ja?
He wants John Miami. And I was pro Ja going to Miami because of the culture. Because of the culture that they have there. I think that, blue collar, tough culture. You have to buy into everything Spoelstra's talking about. But then Leslie brought up a good point.
They got two cultures out there.
That's the other point. All the on-court stuff sounds real good, but that off-court life,
they got heat
man,
culture, and then they got Miami culture.
It's different in Miami because it no longer talk about guns and stuff. He could be talking about wrestling alligators, and I'm not talking about the gators,
bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
they got heat culture and Miami
culture.
Yeah, like,
man, there's some tangs out there,
bro. That's what I'm saying.
He gonna be at practices hung over type
trouble.
Yeah. So, what's the best landing spot for Ja?
Ni hao shang yong xing dong.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Nah, bro. Like,
oh, you got those timers?
We like you long time. Nah,
it's just like he's a talent, but like
he's a knucklehead, man.
It's just too much, bro. Like, for me,
he would have to go somewhere where the culture is so elite that he has to buy in, and it has to be a place where,
like, the only place I could sit here and see, like everybody's saying is Minnesota, and I would
say Portland.
The reason
I would say Portland. The culture, he'll be right there with Dame. Dame's not gonna let that nigga get out of line.
My thing is, right? Cool. But Dame is not the same age as him.
That too. You got a young Ja. And I'm not trying to listen to this old head.
That's exactly why I said the only reason I feel like Minnesota still would be decent for him too. Like everybody's saying that, and I'm like,
Minnesota will be decent for him.
I understand him and Ant in a way, but then there's a way where it's like him and Ant actually goes together because Ant's a knucklehead in his own right.
But Ant's a knucklehead on the
court. But yeah, and he's somebody who would be in that level of like, yo, I just want to really play and get this right. And like I
Ant's
could be a
knucklehead.
Let him
do the off the court
stuff. All that crazy stuff.
I can understand that.
So it's
I'm not mad at him going to Minnesota.
I could see that actually working in a way, but it's just like what you got to give up. It's just like you got to get rid of some of your depth with like DiVincenzo.
Yeah, you're
gonna get rid of Nas Reed.
You're gonna have to give up. Yeah.
Like, and then some draft picks for that. Because it's just like he's not the same position as Trey, because Trey's contract, he got a play option just coming up.
And his contract,
Ja has like 2-3 years. So it's just like it's different situation. So like people were saying that, and I think it actually would fit well. Just because I feel like Ant is one of those younger players who's in that mold where he's close enough. They're both together, and they could get
win. He's not trying to
the level.
Yeah. I'm not trying to fuck about, bro.
You can fuck around, but
you can't do that, bro.
Yeah,
you want to go out
around,
we'll
do
go out
thing.
together. We're not getting into trouble, bro.
But yeah, exactly.
We might get into some female action, but we're not getting into no legal action. Exactly. So yeah, I definitely I could second that. I would say because it's tough. It's tough. I think the Timberwolves is the best option for him because of the culture that they're bringing. I think that their turnaround started the day that their head coach got ejected during the OKC game over the foul or
Mm-hmm.
the non foul that should never have been called, but him sticking up for his players, him getting ejected, their season turned around. Ever since then, they've been really good,
Yeah.
and I've seen a turnaround from Randall too. He's
Yeah.
way more engaged.
That's
He's
where
been
the turnaround is Randall and Jaden McDaniel.
yup,
Jaden McDaniel was actually being in he's 50, 40, 80, not 90.
yeah,
His free throw, you gotta get that up to 90 and you
they
get that
gotta get
club.
up to
But the
90.
fact that he's taking that jump,
Mm-hmm.
I know he's not making nothing crazy. Like he's still only averaging, I think, like 15, 16. But for a
Yep.
person who at that point
Yeah.
where you're not obviously not a main, you're the third or fourth option at times, it's just like, yo, that's fantastic. And
Well,
for you to take that leap shooting is where everybody wanted to see, and you actually did that. So it's like, come on, now your defense is good. Like, let's go. That's the jump for me for Minnesota.
what I will say is the other two teams that I will bring into it, Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
because I love their culture. I love where they're going with stuff. I think Dylan kind of brought that, and although Dylan flirts along that line,
Yeah,
I know you keep looking at the whole, yeah, right.
I just peeped that.
But I know Dylan flirts along that line, but he's kind of instilled. I mean, you got Devin Booker playing the best defense of his career, willing participant, and on top of that, that's not just because Dylan's been there. Who was the best defender during the Olympics?
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker. So I will say the Suns is one of them. They do need a point guard. They need somebody to be able to control tempo, and I don't like Devin Booker in a point. I want Devin Booker to be a scorer.
Yeah.
And when you have him playing three separate type of roles, you have him coming down here playing tough nose defense, right, and being a willing participant defender. Then you have him trying to dictate traffic on offense in the half court, and then on top of that, you want him to be the main scorer.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be he's your bread and butter. He's your A. We need a B.
Yeah.
And then B is a point guard.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because I think like we were saying, Dylan Brooks is fantastic. He stepped up this year. I ain't even gonna lie. No matter how much I talk about Dylan Brooks, he's enough. He's one of them crazy. He's one of them too. Yeah. One of them bonehead players. You're like, yo, you're just so annoying. Like, you got to give flowers where they're due. And like Dylan Brooks has been playing fantastic this year for the Suns, and he's really been their B. You know what I mean? Yeah. Their B for the team has been fantastic for them.
And both roles on both sides.
On both sides,
he's been their B.
And it's just like, that's just how the teams gotta play. I love when teams play like that. That's why I fell in love with basketball. Watching Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan being the ones who was on both sides.
Yep.
Now you got that at Phoenix, and now the whole team is buying into that. Mm-hmm. And it's just like they have one of the better defense in the league, and now their offense clicks and they get their ways to wins.
So I think Ja going there would be a good piece to have, because again, they do need that B. I'm not saying that Dylan hasn't been a good B, but yeah. I want Dylan to be a C. I want him to focus on the defensive side and not really worry about offense like that. I want Ja to come in and buy into that culture and be able to be that B alongside with Devin.
Yeah, because Dylan isn't a playoff, like a person I want in a playoff should be like, that's my guy. I'm going
because if Devin Booker is being smothered, that ball going to I don't want Dylan Brooks to have the ball in his hand and make a decision with the game on the line. I much rather a Ja who is a point guard, who's the one who could dictate the offense and see, oh, he's smothered. What do I do with the ball? Well, this is what I could do. I could get into the paint. I could create.
Yeah.
And I have the vision and I have the passing accuracy to get the ball to where it needs to go.
Because we already know Devin Booker has become better at, getting double teamed.
Yep.
and making better decisions out of that. But still, at the end of the day, once he gets double teamed, they're gonna force somebody else to make something happen. And it's like, if you make
you
it
don't trust.
happen,
Yeah,
if
who do
you
you
make it
trust?
happen, you make it happen. All right, cool. That's one game.
Who do you trust
But
out there?
I don't
Exactly.
trust you to do it too often.
Yeah, I say the second team, the Cavs.
The Cavs.
I say
I
you
can see
trade
that get
Garland.
Garland out of
Yeah,
there.
but because in my opinion, it's like you're trading injury for injury.
Yeah.
But the
But the upside
the
is so
upside with the
much.
Cavs with Ja is greater than the upside
Yeah.
with the Cavs with Garland.
But
Because you're sticking Ja next to it's almost in the realm with the Phoenix, but I would say it's a little bit better in Cleveland because they have the bigs.
yeah.
And Ja has been fantastic with pick and rolls, getting to the cup and knowing how to get Triple J involved. So I think that when you got Mobley and you got
But that's my thing though. My thing with that is it depends on who they're moving to. Because
well, you're moving Garland. That's a
I
given.
understand
But
that,
who
but
else
it's
would you
just
move?
like
I think you would have to get rid of the white boy,
I don't
the
think
3-pointer.
who's Struce?
No, not Struz, the young white boy. Knocked down three. I think he leads the league in corner threes.
I don't know who you talking about.
The young white.
A lot of you. I know who you talking
know
about,
I'm
but I
talking
don't
about.
know who you talking about. But it's just like I know John know how to play with a big who's on an inside player, but it's just like
But
the way I see Donovan Mitchell handle that offense and show what can be done.
you much rather
A player
Donovan
that
as the
no,
at the point
I want a player who's gonna come in and be somewhat similar to that.
and Garland gives you that.
Yeah, but it's just like you don't. I don't want to trade one small
Merrill.
guard for another small guard.
Merrill. That's what I was thinking of.
Sam Merrill. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to trade one small guard for another small guard because the problem with that team, as we can see, is the fact that you got two small guards out there at the same time. When you need someone who could also defend, who could make something happen on the weak side, who could attack that weak side closeouts and things like that. I think that brings you up to a better level than just bringing up another guard into this situation.
Well, I
where the guard wasn't the
argument was
answer
only
for the
because you're
situation.
trading injury for injury.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. You get a better upside, but it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Phoenix. I think I would stay with my pick with Phoenix because I think that you'd be fantastic in Phoenix.
But I see what you say. I see what you're saying with Cavs because they do need a leap in the way they played, but they also been riddled with injuries too. So it's just like I don't know. We gotta
between Mobley and Allen,
Garland, you got Lonzo, like.
It's tough.
They ain't really been there. And then when they are there, it's just like they catching up to their bodies. And it's just the only bright spot on this team so far has been Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. He's been available and
consistent. Yeah, because
Mobley,
yeah, his numbers went up, but it's just like his efficiency went down because it's just like, yo.
That's all I really have. I mean, with Jared Allen back, I mean, you have
yeah,
but it's still I get you. I just feel like Ja going there, they do have the upside. I think they have a better upside with Ja there and taking more primary ball handling away from Donovan because I feel like that's how Donovan excelled in Utah. You know, not being so ball dominant, but being he was swagging in Utah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm playing off ball, not really, you know, I'm doing all my scoring off ball during, you know, first 3 quarters, but fourth quarter, he locks in, give me the ball, move out the way. This is how we're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Swag. So I like that for Cleveland because that puts him back into that role. Yeah. Whereas I could kind of reserve my energy, you know, pick my spots, pick my poisons here and there, let Ja cook and work and be the smooth of the show for the first 3 quarters. Shout out my brother Chris Smooth. And then fourth quarter, Donovan, take us home. You know, close this out. But I do feel like my strongest option would be Phoenix, only because the culture that Phoenix has built since the
Yeah.
start of this season. I mean, you have to buy in.
Yeah.
You know, you have to. I don't think the culture or what's going on in Cleveland is something where Ja is forced to buy into.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in Phoenix, you got to buy in.
Yeah.
And Dylan played with Ja. Ja, this is not Memphis, bro.
Yeah.
It's not Memphis,
I'm
bro.
not coming to your team. You coming to mine
You know what
now.
I'm saying?
Like...
This is bro. We're not doing that over here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We're not.
So
I want to ring. I want to be better than LeBron.
Yeah. But I don't even know if he can move this year. But
I don't even, because
he don't have
hard.
to get moved. It's tough. Yeah, he don't even have to get moved
for Memphis to move out.
Because you ain't getting no drafts.
Yeah,
you ain't really getting too much draft picks from anybody.
Look, man, what do y'all got to offer? Oh, 2 bags of chips and a Snapple. What you got to order?
Mm-hmm.
A sandwich and a bag of chips. I'll wait for a better offer.
Exactly. Somebody gotta have
some prime ribs.
Yeah, somebody gotta have steak somewhere.
Somebody gotta have some lobster somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll wait for y'all to come back. So yeah, so I'm not really I'm along those lines. I don't think he gets moved before the deadline, but I do think he gets moved in the off season.
Yeah,
because that's when you have the most.
You have teams who see that they need a certain thing to be replaced, and maybe Ja fits that.
Yeah. If he does get moved before the trade deadline, I won't be surprised. I think that both
teams need separation. Yeah,
but I don't see it happening.
Exactly.
I think that they'll wait. Another trade candidate who is traded? Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh yeah.
Lakers have their eyes on him. I heard that the Clippers also have their eyes on him. He needs a fresh start. There's just too much bad blood right now with his attitude, with Steve Kerr, the rift between him and upper management. There's just so much going on, and I understand from a player's perspective, you feel who you feel you are, but also you got to look at your body of work. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I really like this? Or is this a product of what I'm around? You know, Jordan Poole learned quick.
Yeah.
This was a product of who I was around.
Yeah.
You know, and in order for me to, he's playing a lot better now. But he had to learn he wasn't the man while he was in DC.
Yeah.
And now that he knows he's not the man in New Orleans, he's playing a lot better.
Yeah, I think it also goes into the fact of when you're a young player, you go out there and you take your lickings. If you go to a bad team who has nothing to play for, this, that, and the third, you take your lickings, you figure out what you could do, this, that, and the third, and that also gets you into a level where you could become better at what you do.
But when you go
to a championship team, you just gotta fit in and do what they need to be done.
Yeah.
And now when you look around at the rest of the league, at your peers, you see them starting to get better and succeed and become those players that you look at like, oh yeah. But when you playing in the shadow of a guy like Steph Curry, the things that you, like you said, you look at yourself in the mirror and you be like, yo, I know I can average 20. Easy.
But can you average 20?
But can you average? Yeah, or
despite of Steph. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Yeah,
so it's just like when you at a team like that, it's like, all right, cool. But now you got to learn how to do that. Now, it's just like you said with Jordan Poole, he had to go out and he'd be like, damn, I was earning these points because of Steph, the attention he was bringing, and I was taking advantage of that. Now I'm on a scouting report as a number one guy, and sure, I might get to my 20. But it's a way tougher 20. I'm not getting it at 50% shooting. I'm getting it at 30% some nights. I'm getting 40%, but it's not coming easy.
Yeah.
And it's like now he's at a level where he understands, like, all right, I got to do this, that, and the third so I can get these shots off easier and make my teammates better. So it's like he learned that after winning the championship and he didn't have to deal with that as young.
Yeah.
And that's the tough part because it's like, yo, let me deal with this young, figure out that's how all the rookies do it. And then I'll become better as myself. But
Yeah.
it's like at the end of the day, like, sure. But do you just want to win? Like at the end of the day,
Or do you want to get paid?
you came into this league to win. Yes, make a name for yourself, but you came to win, and you make a real name for yourself for winning.
So it's either I take a pay cut, I fix my relationship and mend it with Steve Kerr, or I just stay this disgruntled player that's rubbing everybody the wrong way and who, you know what I'm saying? Because
And
the
now,
thing is, when you're on a team like that, they're not going to cater to you.
nah,
I'm not catering. I got Steph Curry.
right.
I got a first ballot Hall of Fame on the court. First ballot.
You think
you think you're going to the Hall of Fame? There's a lot of Hall of Fame first ballots that sure shot, and their teammates not Hall of Fame worthy. Luke Longley, I think he was a great center.
Yeah.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
But he a winner.
He a winner. Robert Horry, he's in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because he won so much. But that's what happens, though. When you could go to multiple teams and you could contribute the way that Robert Horry contributed to each team that he went to, and you could win a ring, then we could have that Hall of Fame discussion. You haven't contributed the way that these other guys who've been
who just shut up, did what they had to do,
players, and you're not even a C.
Yeah,
you gotta earn your way to a C. Try to get to the B. Show that you belong as a B. Hey, look, I can do this. I can. Pressure's on Steph. I can do this. Trust me. Okay, we'll trust you. Bricking. We can't trust you.
Yeah,
Spotlight too big for you.
Yeah, and you gave us one series where it's just like, all right, cool. In the Houston, we was like, oh, cool, we could see what you could be, but you haven't really showed anything.
Didn't show it. You didn't show up.
It's just like
you ain't show up. So what happens then? Okay, now you think that you are a B, maybe even a C. You can average 20 a night. You're not gonna average it next to Steph Curry.
No, that's all right.
Because now you pissed off.
Yeah,
you pissed off the head coach. You pissed off the front office, and now you're rubbing your teammates the wrong way.
Everybody wrong. So it's just like, all right, cool, whatever, bro. We just gotta get out there and do what we gotta do. I don't care if you're playing tonight, if you're playing tomorrow, whatever.
Oh, you mad because you got a DMP?
Whatever.
Come on, bro. If I really wanted to be a part of a culture, especially when I'm playing alongside a first ballot Hall of Fame. First of all, you're not gonna hear my mouth about no DMP. Coach, am I getting no runs tonight? All right. Don't worry, I'm ready if you need me, coach. That's it. I'm ready if you need me. And then you got to come in like you ready. Your number gets, hey, Kaminga. You got to come in hot.
Yeah. But
you're not doing none of that.
Nope.
You sitting there pouting, body language is crazy. You don't. Come on, man.
That's what it is. Yeah, and honestly, I don't care where
and you dropping your trade value. I can't even send you to a team that could probably use you.
I don't care where he go at this point. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What I will say is, if I'm the front office, I'm looking for somebody who can be a C or a D. I'm trading him to Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm telling him, I want Michael Porter Jr. I want somebody who could be somebody who could be a C. Somebody who's gonna give me what I know I could get from you if you was actually locked in.
And that's the thing. I like Michael Porter because he just falls into a player that was once there in Klay Thompson.
And won. He won one
Klay Thompson, because you just need somebody who can make those tough shots over players, who just shoots the lights out, who just unconscious and just be
and
like,
who's a willing defender. He's not a good defender. He's not a good defender. He's a willing, because we always talk about that. You don't always have to be a good defender.
He has to do.
You don't have to be a good defender. I just need you to be willing.
Yeah, just be the weak side. Just like he's obviously the mold of two of the players that was there in KD with the size,
with the length. Yep.
and the ability to shoot them shots is
with
in Clay. So it's just like, as long as you could do weak side defense, just be there. You know, you've shown pause your back can hold up throughout these years. So like, just
I'm not mad at that. I would welcome that trade for y'all.
Yeah, like I said, it just needs size and just somebody who can make a shot.
Yeah,
that's all the Warriors need, because we're just too small. And just,
too
and
small
if you're gonna play,
and if y'all want to go small ball and push,
small
Draymond
ball
to the center, you need a decent four. Who's going to be able to stretch the floor for you.
But that's the thing. Small ball changed so much in this day and age. Like,
it's not even small ball anymore, really.
It's the skill ball. Like, that's really what it is. Like, you went from the small ball because you brought that people who had that skills in a certain area that wasn't known for it. Like, you brought Iguodala at the 4.
Yep.
And it's like, why is he there? Like Draymond, well, how
yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just like, it's just so much. Oh, okay, cool. They can move differently.
Yep.
Now it's people who 6'9"
who can move
just like him. Now he brings that extra added rebounding. He brings all of that, and it's just like, now you're kind of smaller than me. I could just rebound over you. I could just do this. I could do everything you could do, but I'm taller.
Yeah.
So now this is where the Warriors are falling into. We got a bunch of guards. We got people who could do a lot of versatile stuff at that guard position.
But we need somebody at the forward.
But you need someone at the forward, someone who could do things like that. It's just like, until they figure that out, hey, look, you got faith for them being contenders. You got Jimmy Butler, you got Draymond, you got Curry, you got Horford. It's like, you got people who've been there, who won. Or at least who've been there, yeah. But it's just like, it's gonna be a tough road. That's why I still got them. I feel good, like, if you get there, but it's like, if we get there, the road is gonna be so hard because y'all are gonna put yourself in a position, to be, in the play-in and to have a real rough road. Is like, it's not gonna be it.
I think that I like Michael Porter Jr. on the
Warriors.
On the Warriors. I think it's a long shot. Not even Giannis is out of it.
Yeah.
It's a long shot. But if I'm in the front office, I'm seeing what I could do to get a Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah.
I would prefer Lauri, but I would take Michael Porter Jr. because what he can do on the court. Because you already got to worry about Steph shooting the ball crazy. Michael Porter Jr., who can shoot the ball at a high clip. I mean, he's 45% from 3.
Yeah.
You're worried about that while he's on the court with Steph. You're worried about that. And with the actions that they run, him buying into the culture over there, yeah, man, that's scary.
Yeah.
But I would like a Lauri, because Lauri gives you a little bit more. He gives you inside. He gives you outside. He could rebound well. He's very smart. He could pass the ball very well. He was somebody that I would put high on the list because of what he could bring towards that offense with Steph running off balls. Because pause. But you know, when you're getting him, when he's primary action and you got Steph running around and you got Dre setting screens and you have, you know, somebody like Pods or somebody else on the opposite end, you know, Lauri has that ability where he can, all right, where can I go with the ball?
Yeah.
Everybody spreads out. They follow Steph. One, you know, you have one kind of cheating on Pods. Oh, I could put the ball on the floor and I'm easy to the cup. Yeah. So Lauri is somebody who, if I'm in the front office of Golden State, I'm not looking at a Giannis. Although Giannis, I feel like brings you way over the top. Lauri, I feel like is right. If system type of thing. If Giannis is A, Lauri is right there at B, and then I will put Michael Porter Jr. as C.
Yeah.
But the thing with Lauri, may have to get rid of a Draymond.
Look, I'm just saying we need some size, but I don't know. You might have
to get rid of Draymond for Lauri.
I'm a Draymond guy, so I don't want to get rid of my
I know,
guy, but
but you may have to
sometimes
in
you
order
just
to
be
keep
like,
Jimmy.
sometimes I'll just be like, Dre, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You may have to. So, I mean, it's tough. I mean, I think with Giannis, you may be able to keep Dre, but you may have to give up Jimmy. I think in the Laurie situation, you may have to give up Dre. But I mean, you'll get. I think there's more upside. It's a that's one of those double-edged swords. It's a lot of upside with getting Laurie, but you also missing a key component in what the Warriors will be able to do so well with Curry off ball, because you would have Dre on ball.
Yeah.
And Dre would be center on these actions with Laurie. So you would be asking Laurie to take over these half court situation actions without knowing exactly what Dre does in these situations. That's the only tough part.
Yeah, that's my thing though, is like, you just don't want to take one more person away from the Steve Kerr system.
I wouldn't want to take one person away from what Steph does so well.
And that's that too. That's what I mean. Like Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, that what they've been doing for all these years.
Right.
And then add someone else. Now it's not the same. It's a system, but it's not the same thing, because now you got somebody else who's just
he got to learn the system. Yeah, he got to be acclimated into, and there's nobody to teach him.
Nope. Because now who else is gonna teach him? Dre. I mean, Jimmy was just learning the thing too. He just coming in
right now.
Yeah. Like,
and Steph can't teach you because Steph is gonna be too busy running around. You know, and it's tough because you don't have a full off season to kind of be fully acclimated. And
so that's why I said it's a long shot for the Warriors, even if they come and get a play, because it was a long shot last year, even though they look good. And it's like I was saying earlier in the earlier pods, if you trade somebody, you still got to get them acclimated.
Yep. And in order to get them acclimated, you need
got to go through
need Dre.
So it's like, it's
if
tough.
They could get Laurie without giving up Dre, and maybe just give up some assets, and maybe I would take it, because I think the Giannis, you're gonna give up too much. They're gonna want too much. I mean, it's Giannis. I think Laurie is your best bet. If I'm looking at the nucleus of the team made up right now, giving up a couple of bench players, maybe some picks, in order to give up to get Laurie, because I think Laurie will fit right in. As long as you have Dre and Jimmy.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. I think it'll
but I think the best option in order to get rid of Kuminga and also get somebody back that be fruitful to this offense would be Michael Porter Jr. Currently.
Yeah.
I think Giannis is a long shot. I have Laurie at a shorter shot. I think the perfect in between would be Michael Porter Jr. Because Brooklyn, it's Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Utah too, but I mean, Utah got a little bit more mojo, kind of. They're young, you know what I'm saying? There's a little bit more mojo there. Brooklyn is just dysfunctional. So yeah. But as far as I want to end this episode. It's the new year. Let's give our quick rankings, top 10 teams in the NBA right now. Real quick, I'll go first. I'll let you get yourself together. Thunder, of course. I think that's consensus number one. Yeah, it's consensus number one. I got Thunder. I got Pistons. I think that'll be a consensus number two.
Yeah.
I have the Timberwolves are climbing up. I'm not gonna move them to 3. I will keep the Spurs at 3 for now, but I'm gonna put the Timberwolves at 4. I want to move them up to 3 only because of how well they've been playing the past couple of weeks, and then getting key wins against OKC and also the Spurs. I mean, Randall was locking Wemby up, bro. You love to see it. You love to see Randall buying in and being and not being the type of player we know he can be when he's not locked in. I want to move them up to 3. I'm not. I'm gonna keep the Spurs at 3, Timberwolves at 4, Knicks at 5, Nuggets at 6, Suns at 7. I like the Suns more than the Lakers. I will put the Lakers at 8. Rockets at 9. Lakers at 10. And it's crazy because I think I only said like 2 Eastern Conference teams.
Bro.
But yeah, that's the way I'm folding right now.
Yeah, I kind of got mine a little different. Of course, we got Thunders and then Pistons.
Yeah. Consensus.
For me, the number 3 team though is the Timberwolves. They've been playing some of the best ball since the end of the year.
They have.
Coming into this year.
See, I wanted to move them up to 3 so bad, but I feel like I want to give the Spurs the benefit of the doubt.
I want to give the Spurs a benefit of the doubt because when we get into the playoffs, so the guy like Wemby, he changes the dynamic of everything.
Yeah.
But we can't deny the fact that the Timberwolves have been playing fantastic. And we want to give it to the Spurs so much because the Spurs had a spirited week.
They beat
where they
OKC
beat
like
OKC 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. Yeah.
So it's like a very spirited week where you just like you want to take that and run with it. But it's just like at the end of the day, the Timberwolves
beat both of the teams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Timberwolves have been playing fantastic where you just don't want to take that away.
Yeah.
So next is obviously the Spurs at number 4. And then I'm gonna go to Nuggets. And the Nuggets been playing fantastic. They're a special team. No, I said the Spurs.
Okay, so Timberwolves then Spurs.
Then Nuggets.
Nuggets at 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Over the Knicks. I mean, you know what? I this is what I wrestled with going because I had the Nuggets at 6. What I wrestled with was because they don't have not only Valanciunas gets hurt right after Joker gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still working.
That's what we're talking about. That's why I got the Nuggets in that spot. They've been playing fantastic. We got Player of the Week, Peyton Watson in the Western Conference side of it, where the team just playing despite them losing what they losing, playing fantastic. You got Jamal Murray playing at an all-star level. This might be his first year making an all-star. The way it's been going.
Is it first?
Yeah, he's never made an all-star game.
Really?
Yeah. Jokic has never had an all-star teammate.
That's crazy. Because you would think that
the closest
Murray, because Jamal Murray,
but he's always been injured early.
Okay.
Playoff runs, that's crazy, and it's just like
you're right. He's never been able
to actually participate or even be available for the thing. The closest he come to an all-star teammate was his teammate getting robbed for the dunk contest. It's just a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact. It was robbed.
Yeah. So and next, where am I? That's 5. At 6, I got the Suns.
Okay.
They've been playing fantastic basketball.
Over the Knicks. That's crazy.
I don't know why you keep bringing up the Knicks. They just lost like 4 or 5 straight.
Yeah, but they back on the winning side, bro.
Yeah, but this is like a power ranking, not a contender ranking.
You're right. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? No, if we wanted to go with that, I would have the Warriors on this list because contenders.
All right.
They got a better contender.
They're not a better contender than the Knicks.
No, I'm not saying than the Knicks.
Oh, okay.
But
they would be in there. Yeah,
here,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, because I think the Warriors will be a hard out in the
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then after the Suns been playing fantastic. We got where you gonna hate it?
The Celtics.
We got the Celtics.
I knew it. And it's crazy because I was gonna put them in the top 10. I was gonna put them at 10.
The Celtics has been playing fantastic basketball.
Well, we beat them, so I can't.
Oh, here we go. They've been playing fantastic basketball.
They've been playing really good.
Jaylen Brown, they're throwing him in the MVP race and everything. He's been going crazy. Race, I said they are. I ain't say I was. I'm not. But he's playing fantastic. Go ahead and drop a 50 ball. He was supposed to be player of the week, but they hated on him.
Yeah, they hated.
But it is what it is. And then right after the Celtics, we got the Knicks at the number 8 spot.
Okay. What's that, number 9?
Number 8.
Number 8, okay.
Yeah, number 8. At number 9, we got the Rockets. I'm
Rockets
still
have been
not gonna.
solid. They stay floating.
Yeah,
They
but
floating. They
you know they
solid.
had them injuries,
Yeah,
but it's just
they getting
like
healthy. They getting their groove. Yeah.
yeah. And then last but not least, since that Christmas Day debacle and everything, they've been playing well more inspired basketball and playing better with the Lakers. Yeah,
The thing that frustrates me so much about the Lakers, they got a lot of talent, and it's like they're not really utilizing their talent. They have
bruh.
a lot of talent,
But
and
it's just
all
like
that
they don't
talent is
have.
on the bench, and it's crazy to me.
But the thing about it, the talent that they have the talent, but I don't think they have talent that's unified.
Yeah, it's kind of
Like they don't have a defensive. They got some
no, they
defensive
got defensive
talent,
talent
but the defensive talent doesn't mix well with the
with the
offensive
offensive talent.
talent.
Yeah,
So it's like they can't be
it's
on a
hard
at the
to
same
it's hard to
time.
because you're supposed to be able to stagger your rotations. And it's hard to
Exactly.
stagger when they're not meshing that well.
Exactly. Then
Yeah,
you got the big man in DeAndre Ayton.
yeah.
He just is like
He plays he's
yeah.
uninspired defense.
He doesn't play fantastic with Luca.
No,
But Jackson Hayes plays better with Luca.
but Aiton plays better with LeBron. It's so weird,
Like,
bro. It's so
just like
weird.
it's things that just
It's
don't work
weird,
for
man.
them.
Yeah, man.
And it's like and then but the thing about it, you want to have Luca in the game so much more, but you got Aiton here who's supposed to be one of the higher
yeah,
rated
you brought him in
guys.
to be your
Yeah,
number 3,
number
your
one center, yeah. But then your defense isn't anything because neither Aiton or Hayes is going to be a rim deterrent.
No.
You don't have nobody to slow the ball down.
And Vanderbilt is such a knucklehead that he was supposed to be your primary defender, but he keeps getting himself in foul trouble.
Bro, it's just like nothing comes together at the same time.
At all.
And then my problem is like when they do click on all cylinders, you see them, you like, damn.
Yeah, scary.
But then again,
but it's so hard for them to, and it spurts. It's not even for a full.
Yeah, but then again, the thing that sucks is like when they play against some of the higher rated teams, they get tossed around.
Tough, man.
Yeah, but tough. Yeah, that was all right. And you think Miles was terrible? Miles is terrible because the Knicks is at the 8th spot, but. This ain't a contender
it's
rankings.
Not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm not mad at it.
Power rankings.
I'm not mad at it because I was actually floating along with the idea that I almost put the 76ers in the top 10.
Oh, the Sixers, yeah, they've been playing.
The Sixers have been balling.
Yeah. They've been looking nice.
Yeah,
I was gonna put the Raptors up there too.
Raptors, I wouldn't be mad at the Raptors.
I was gonna put the Raptors up there,
and it's crazy because I feel like in the Eastern Conference right now, you know, I would hate to run into a couple of teams in the playoff. You got the. I think that the Knicks is gonna have a tough path to the finals because at some point you're gonna have to see Detroit.
You're gonna have to see Detroit. You're gonna have to see the Raptors. Maybe
the Raptors is gonna take you 6-7 games.
Yeah, because I told you the Raptors is like the East version of Portland. You just don't want to see them.
They don't yet. The Sixers, they're gonna take you 6 or 7 games. And I think they're gonna take you 6 or 7 games. Any team in the East, they're gonna take you 6 or 7 games because they have no quit. That backcourt has no quit. Edgecombe he's legit, bro.
Yeah, Maxey.
He's you know how it took Jimmy 2 or 3 years to become Jimmy in Chicago.
Oh, after Rose.
Yeah, Edgecombe became Jimmy in his first year. You know, because in my opinion, that's the closest comparison that I have to a player that's still in the league.
Yeah,
he's there, and I think him, meshing so well with Maxey, and then you got Paul George coming back, and Paul George accepting being the 3, the 4. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a really, really good team, and Drummond stepped up in the absence of Embiid. And when Embiid is available and he is healthy, he's giving you something. And now that he's accepted his role as a C, this team they're a scary team. I think Magic is still a team that's going to give you fits in the playoffs. They're going to take you 5 to 7 games. I don't think. I still think that Orlando has. They're not. They're a lot like the Lakers. Whereas,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the
They got some
offense and the defense
talents, and
is
then
still
some of them
not.
just don't click
Yeah,
together,
just
and it's just like they're there, but they just like
they something hasn't clicked.
somebody's mental got to
Yeah,
change somewhere where it allows everybody to get
yeah.
together. Like,
And I think once Franz is fully healthy
yeah,
and feels like
he's.
himself again,
Mm-hmm.
I think that they'll be a scary team. But I Rockets in Detroit, man, those are the two teams that I feel like if anybody's gonna stop the Knicks to get to the finals, it's gonna be one of those two teams.
Oh,
But
Raptors.
yeah, Raptors,
All right.
in Detroit.
Yeah.
Those are the two teams that I will put there. But again, I do have Magic and the Sixers, and in a lot of ways, the Celtics are scary. They
Yeah.
look like a
Of course.
scarier team without Tatum because they're learning to play without.
Mm-hmm.
Once you learn, I need you, but I don't need you.
Yeah.
I need you in order to get to where I want to get to. In order to win what I want to win,
Mm-hmm.
I need you, but I don't need you.
Yeah.
Once you learn that, that's scary. That's tough, bro. That's tough because you got a team that's confident without you on the court.
Yeah.
Without my superstar, my go-to, the closer, without him on the court, I'm confident I could beat you.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine when he comes back,
Now
what
I
that
got my.
confidence does to a team.
Yeah.
You know, that Celtics are going to be a scary out, especially if Tatum, because Tatum could possibly come back by the end of the season if they could make a push into the playoffs. And he's been practicing, he's been getting his body right, he's been getting ready. They're gonna be a scary team, and I think Tatum's gonna have something to prove. And let them go against let us see them in the second round.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. We shall see. It's just Detroit though. That's
Nah,
the real
Detroit's
test.
scary. Detroit's scary, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
They
Even without some of their players in the last
they
few
are
games,
scary,
they've
bro.
been
I watched that
winning.
game that we played against them 2 weeks ago, and I'm just like, yo, we're so much better than them offensively, but that defense, man,
Mm-hmm.
that defense, it's just you could disrupt so much. Don't matter how good you are offensively. If I could get into your body, pause, and I can make you work for every single shot, and I can make you think that you're gonna get fouled, but I'm not really fouling you. Because that's what they was doing to Brunson.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man, Detroit. Detroit is everything that we thought that the Pacers were last year.
Mm.
Like they truly are a legitimate threat.
I thought that was gonna be the Magics who had.
Well, yeah, I thought so too because of how they ended their
Yeah.
season last year, how they started off the season this year. But no, I mean Detroit. I thought that Detroit. I mean, even in the series that we had against Detroit last year, it was a tough series.
It was 7 games.
Yeah. So coming into the season, I didn't expect them to be this.
Yeah.
But I knew that they had, I knew that they was gonna ascend to this. I think that they hit their max earlier than expected, and yeah, they're a scary team. If we don't make it to the finals, I truly believe it's going to be a combination of going up against that Detroit team and just not being able to generate anything, or coming against a scary ass Celtics team that wants payback.
It's just them being tougher. Hey, look, y'all got what's his face out there, man. Y'all soft as is. Y'all got Cat. But y'all already know the vibes, man. Like, share, sub, and audio. But he gonna do it one time. Oh, my God. Definitely, yeah. I told y'all we gonna get him to do it. He done did it. Man, we turned, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Like, share, sub, and audio above. Your boys are signing out, man.
See y'all next week, man.
back, yeah, I'm back. Straight facts, in my bag, straight facts. Came to bring the hits, nigga. Straight facts, straight. Tryna hit the falls list, straight facts, straight. Yeah, I'm back, straight facts. In my bag, straight facts. Came to bring the hits, nigga.